Every day, parents look at their little ones and wonder, am I doing enough? Am I developing their brain correctly? But the most important question is this: what actually helps a child's brain grow faster? In this video, we'll reveal 11 simple habits that literally build neural connections in your baby's head. Some will seem obvious, others will make you see ordinary actions in a completely different light. Habit number 1: daily reading of picture books. When you read aloud to your baby, zones of hearing, vision, emotion, and memory all work simultaneously in their brain. They connect sounds with images, intonation with emotion, rhythm with predictability. This is the foundation for all future learning. Children who are read to from their first months hear millions more words by age 3. This is vocabulary, language structure, the ability to think. When a child watches you run your finger along the lines, they learn the direction of reading. When they turn pages, they train motor skills and understanding of sequence. The key is not to rush. Let your baby touch the book, poke their finger at pictures, return to one page 10 times. This isn't a hindrance. This is real reading. Active, physical, their own. Habit number 2: singing children's songs with movements. When you sing to your baby and add movements, clapping, waving hands, nodding, their brain works at full capacity. Zones of hearing, speech, motor skills, and emotions are all activated, everything at once. The child learns to predict what comes next in the song. They memorize sequences, they catch rhythm and repetition. All of this trains memory, attention, self-control, those very skills that will later help them learn to read and count. It doesn't matter how you sing. What matters is that you sing regularly, with expression, looking your child in the eyes. Even simple songs like Pat a Cake activate mechanisms that build the brain. Children who are frequently sung to start speaking earlier themselves. This is proven by research. Habit number 3: hand and gesture games. A child's hands are an extension of their brain. The brain zones responsible for finger movements are located next to speech zones. When a baby moves their hands, grasps, sorts through objects, they're building neural connections that will become the foundation for speech and thinking. Finger games, gestures, showing with hands, all of this develops fine motor skills and simultaneously stimulates the brain. This little piggy, Pat a Cake, simple animal gestures. The child learns to coordinate movements, understand symbols, connect action and word. Such games strengthen the bond between you. The baby sees your hands, feels touches, listens to your voice, and all of this adds up to a feeling of safety, without which the brain cannot develop normally. Habit number 4: joint attention, following the child's pointing gesture. When a child points their finger at something, they're inviting you into their world, saying, "Look, this is important to me. Let's share this moment." If you respond, turn to where they're pointing, name the object, comment, something incredible happens in their brain. This is called joint attention, and it's one of the most powerful mechanisms for developing speech and thinking. When an adult follows the child's interest rather than imposing their own, the baby learns faster, remembers better, feels more confident. Children whose parents more often engage in joint attention start speaking earlier and have a richer vocabulary. Because a child's brain is tuned to learn through what interests them, not through what you consider important, but through what they themselves noticed. Habit number 5: choosing interactive toys with cause and effect effects. A child's brain learns through experiments. They must understand, if I do this, that will happen. Pressed a button, music played. Pulled a string, a toy popped out. Threw a ball, it rolled. The child learns to predict, test, draw conclusions. They understand, the world is arranged logically and I can influence it. This is the foundation of planning, problem solving, understanding how the world works. Important, the toy must react immediately and predictably. Delay or randomness confuses the baby. The best toys for brain development are not those that do everything themselves, but those that require action. Sorters, stacking toys, blocks, simple musical instruments. Everything that allows the child to be the cause, not just an observer. Habit number 6: involving the child in cleaning and sorting objects. When a child helps clean up, they learn categorization, planning, sequence of actions. They begin to understand, things can be grouped, each object has its place. Sorting is the foundation of logical thinking. When a baby sorts blocks by color, cars separately from dolls, large toys from small ones, they're training the same brain zones that will later help them read, count, analyze. But this only works if the child does it themselves. Give them a basket, show where to put what, support them. Even if they put 2 toys away and get distracted, that's a victory. The brain remembered, I can influence space, I can handle this. This confidence will become the foundation for complex tasks in the future. Habit number 7: moderate frustration. Don't rescue immediately. We're used to rushing the help as soon as we see the child struggling. But moderate frustration isn't the enemy of development, it's its engine. When a baby tries to reach a toy that's just slightly out of reach, or tries to fit a shape into a hole but hasn't succeeded yet, zones of problem-solving, persistence, and emotional regulation activate in their brain. If you immediately intervene and do everything for them, these connections won't form. Important. This isn't about leaving the child alone with an impossible task. This is about giving them time to try themselves. Observe. Encourage with words. And only then, if they're really getting upset, help. But don't do it for them. Show them. Guide them. Children who are given the opportunity to encounter small difficulties and overcome them develop resilience and belief that effort leads to results. This is called growth mindset, and it's established precisely in early childhood. Habit number 8, responding quickly and calmly to crying. When an infant cries, they're not manipulating. They're signaling, I feel bad, I'm scared, I need help. If you respond quickly and calmly, you're teaching their brain the most important thing. The world is safe. I'm not alone. I'll get help. A child who is quickly responded to when in distress learns to calm down faster. Their brain remembers. Stress passes, help comes, I'm safe. Children who are left to cry for long periods often have elevated levels of the stress hormone, cortisol, which literally interferes with brain development. It's important not just to come, but to respond calmly. If you're panicked or irritated, the child feels this, and their stress intensifies. Your calmness is medicine for their nervous system. You're teaching them. Emotions can be experienced. They can be managed. There's someone nearby who will help. Habit number 9, parentese. Stretched vowels, high pitch, facial expressions. With babies, we speak strangely. In a high voice, stretching vowels, exaggeratedly changing intonations. Ooh, who's such a good baby? This is called parentese, and it's not silly. It's a biologically embedded brain development tool. Children spoken to this way distinguish speech sounds faster, remember words better, start speaking themselves earlier. Why? Because stretched vowels, exaggerated facial expressions, and high pitch help the baby's immature brain pick out what's important from the stream of information. It's like highlighting key moments. This speech causes joy and interest in the child. They look at you more, listen more, engage more. And engagement is the main condition for learning. Don't be embarrassed to speak to the child this way. This makes you the ideal teacher for their brain. And when the child grows, you'll naturally start speaking to them differently, and that will be right too. Habit number 10, tactile contact and massage as a brain growth factor. When you stroke your baby, give them a massage, hug them, carry them in your arms, neural connections activate in their brain, stress decreases, attachment and growth hormones are produced. Premature babies who were regularly massaged gained weight faster and showed better brain development. Touch literally stimulates the growth of nerve cells, strengthens immunity, forms a sense of security. It's not just about massage, it's about the amount of touch throughout the day. When you pick up the child, hold them close, kiss them, stroke them, you're sending their brain a signal. You're loved, you're safe, you're important. Children who are hugged a lot grow up more confident, emotionally stable, and stress-resistant. Don't be afraid of getting them used to arms. A parent's arms are where a child's brain grows. Habit number 11, emotional availability and full presence of the adult. It's not about the time you spend with your child. It's about how present you are with them when you're nearby. Emotional availability is when you look your child in the eyes, respond to their signals, genuinely take interest in what they're doing. When the phone is put away, thoughts aren't somewhere far away, but here, with them. A child's brain grows in relationships, not alone with toys, not in front of a screen, but in living contact with a person who sees them, hears them, and responds. When the baby reaches out with their gaze, and you respond with your gaze. When they babble, and you respond as in a real conversation. When they hold out a toy, and you take it with interest. Children whose parents are emotionally available have more developed brain zones responsible for empathy, self-control, and learning. They cope with stress better, learn more easily, build healthier relationships. Because their brain didn't grow in emptiness, but in connection. And this connection became the foundation for everything else. You don't need to be a perfect parent. You need to be present, at least sometimes, at least a few minutes a day, completely, entirely, without remainder. These are the minutes when your child's brain grows.